I'm gonna force myself to talk and make this video because I wrote it down on this pad because I'm trying to get better at making long form content for YouTube. I'm pretty decent with making TikToks and all that stuff, but I want to continue growing this channel, especially knowing that I've been able to grow a decent sized channel before. I've talked about it before. I've almost had 500 subs on an old channel that I deleted, but because just mental health reasons and all that stuff, and I just doubted myself in depression, I just deleted it. So we're back, but that's not the point of this video. If you read the title, obviously, we're talking about death, love, and life. Specifically inspired by my grandfather, who recently passed away on the 2nd of February, and I learned a decent amount about him before he passed and afterwards, and I was able to see not even all the people, but a lot of people that he influenced throughout his life. And my grandfather was he played the game of life really well. He went to school. He went to medical school. He was a janitor first. Then my grandmother convinced him to go to medical school, and then he taught and all that stuff. And he built himself up, and he managed to have a wife and 3 kids and 10 grandkids and 4 great grandchildren and wealth to give to his family and to help other people. This weekend has been very painful, especially since this isn't the only loss that we had in the family in a short amount of time. My cousin's baby died as well, so we went to a funeral for that as well. So too many funerals happening too fast, but that's just how it is. That's how life goes, and time will go on. The thing that we keep getting reminded of as time passes and people go is what we did with those people when they were alive. And my grandfather definitely made the most of his time, and he's inspired me to build a big family. He loved his family. Number one, he loved his family. And I'm especially grateful and thankful that I had the ability to be close to all my cousins growing up, and my aunts and uncles and my grandparents, and being able to see each other on holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving and the 4th of July and Memorial Day and all those holidays. But the experience of life, what we've come here to do, besides what God has purposed us to do, is just to live. We're supposed to love and live. And my grandfather raised millions of dollars for a lot of things. He helped rebuild a medical school. He worked on boards and things like that. He's a big business guy. I think there was a quote that was said during the funeral, which was attributed to my grandfather, which went something like, the pastor said something like, he said, my grandfather felt as though if you have the ability to help somebody and you don't, that is a mortal sin. And I didn't know he really thought like that, but I definitely have there's a lot of him in me for sure. Looks, attitude, and just way of going about life. But he made the most of his time, and I can't really be mad that he's gone, because he was in pain. He couldn't walk anymore, and he passed away peacefully. It was just his time to go. He was ready to go, but he made the most out of the time he had, which is important. A lot of us say things that we wish we could take back, and people are gone the next day, or there are things we wish we could say, but it's too late to say them, or we wish we could have given more props to somebody or said something that was meaningful to them while they were still here, but we don't have that opportunity. And I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to talk to him in the hospital room when he was in the hospital for the 2nd time, I think. And I was just able to just express to him how I felt and what he meant to me. And there's a lot of pressure for me, especially since I am one of only 2 men that have his last name. So I'm named directly after him. So I'm the 3rd. So that's some pressure. So I think about that, but mainly just trying to figure out the grieving process right now. But we got to live life. And as the scriptures say, we got to love our neighbor as ourselves, because that's what God would want us to do. So that's my cathartic little rant for the day. Love each other. We should build each other up. The world is dark and things are tempting at times, but if we stay strong, we can change for the better. And if we just embrace every moment, good and bad, and know that that is but a moment in your history book, then everything will be just fine. I can't really say too much else. I mean, he was really a great example of what it meant to live out life to the fullest. And I just aspire to do some of the things that he did in some capacity and make my mark. I just want to make my mark and make the world a better place. And I've encountered people, and God has been helping me to strengthen my relationships, and they've been strengthened throughout this time. And I think a lot of things that have been happening have been strengthening my family's relationship with the Lord, but also just with each other. And just time, quality time. It's underrated, especially with all the phones that we have. I do make sure, even when I'm streaming, the people that I come across, twitch.tv or kick.com/Franklin1234, and then TikTok, Franklin1234LJ. If you want to watch me stream, I stream on all 3 platforms. Shameless plug. But as I was saying, as I lose my train of thought, which I do very fast and easily. Yeah, he played the game of life pretty well. I just aspired to do that. And quality time. It's made me just think, these years that have gone by and the people that have left, I just think about, how do I live my life to the fullest? And even in the times where I just don't want to even live, to be completely honest with you, or I'm just tired because I don't know what the next step is and I have no idea where my life is going. I just try to live in the moment and realize that this too will pass and that it's all a part of the journey. And I've met people and I've done my part to an extent, but it's not done yet. But we don't have a lot of time, so just use it well. That's all I really got. I love you. Take care of yourself and have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.